There are many different philosophies and approaches to nutrition with conflicting and contradictory ideas. And certainly I can appreciate that different people at different life stages with different lifestyles and maybe health issues need to adhere to different nutritional guidelines. I would like to share with you my particular approach and philosophy around nutrition, specifically for maximizing energy in the body. So by maximizing energy flow and the expansion of energy, we're actually raising our vibrational frequency. So the body is an important part overall when it comes to raising vibrational frequency, because the body is the manifestation of our consciousness at the physical level. So we can actually pay attention to the foods that we eat to maximize consciousness. So it's an important part that I think many people overlook or don't quite take seriously enough. And there's a great deal that a person can do to instantly expand the flow of energy in the body and support vibrational frequency. The main idea around this approach is to eat whole natural foods from nature, the way it was intended. So part of those foods will include fruits and vegetables. These are alive, they have energy. When we consume them, they give us energy. So consuming a certain amount of fruits and vegetables every day would be important. I happen to like green leafy vegetables and broccoli. I steam them to retain the nutrients and water content. I also have a juicer, and every day I make carrot juice, usually with beet and celery. On the fruit side of things, I often juice pineapples. When pineapples aren't available, I'll have oranges, and I usually have a banana every day. I try to eat these fruits that have a thick skin to minimize the toxicity of whatever might have been sprayed on the fruit. So I try to buy organic when I can, items that are available, and when I can't, then I am mindful of having, not always, but most of the time, trying to have ones that have a skin that can be removed, just to lower that toxicity of those chemicals. Because chemical toxicity in the body drains energy and life force. The body has to work to deal with it, to try to get rid of it. So any available energy that would normally be used to expand one's energy consciousness and vitality then is now taken and drained from the body to deal with problems. So beyond the fruits and vegetables, then the other main part of the diet is rice, potatoes, lentils, and beans, a wide variety of all types. In terms of the rice, brown, white, wild. Lentils, yellow, green. I eat a lot of potato-only meals, and I just add a little bit of sea salt to the potatoes. And I may have them with some steamed broccoli, but often I just have the potatoes on their own. As well, in terms of the beans, just a variety. Black beans, pinto beans, kidney beans, mung beans sometimes. And I now refrain from adding any other type of additives to my food. So I now flavor my food, those meals, with the rice and lentils and beans and things, with a little bit of avocado and sea salt. And sea salt tastes really great. It's much better for the body than iodized table salt, has minerals in it, and it's natural. So eating natural whole foods gives us energy and minimizes the downside of toxicity that causes energy drain. And eventually, if you have too much toxicity in the body, it can lead to disease and even premature death. So again, the concept is when there's toxicity or a lot of difficult issues around digestion, it drains energy, right? It drains our life force. So just eating live, natural, whole foods from nature is great. And avoiding processed and packaged foods as well. So buying beans, for example, and rice in their pure raw form, just in a large bag of them in their raw form, simply rinsing them and boiling them. I often cook with a rice cooker because it's really easy and convenient to just choose my meals for the day, or I might decide to have black beans, so I'll boil them. They're kept warm inside the rice cooker. There's a tray on top that allows me to steam vegetables as well. And it's just convenient. And then it's also convenient to not add things to the food except for other natural things like the sea salt and like the avocado. And it's easy food to make, and it's easy food to prepare and to eat, and it's enjoyable to eat it. And because my diet is on the sort of the low fat side of things, I need to eat quite a bit of food to get the calories I need to support my energy levels because I exercise a lot. So I'm just sharing what I've been refining over the course of 20 years or more is a diet that gives me energy, right? Specifically to support raising my vibrational frequency. So I like the simplicity of it. I'm not a person who likes to go to restaurants. I like to prepare my own food and know what I'm eating. And I'm the kind of person who often takes food with me if I have to go out. So I'll steam some potatoes, just take them in a container. So I always have food when I need it. Or just, a bag of apples or an orange or a banana. It's easy food to travel with, right? So you don't get stuck somewhere where you're hungry and you really want something and don't make a bad choice. So that's basically 90 to 95% of my diet. It's been a continual process of elimination of things that I know are not good. Right? For example, I used to use chili sauce, and I added chili sauce to the rice and vegetable mix, realizing that there's harmful additives and food preservatives and things. That again, it takes energy for the body to break these things down and to deal with them. The only other thing that I have left in the diet basically is a protein smoothie that I have. So I have this 5 or 6 times a week, and it's banana, maybe some frozen berries, and I have usually rice milk or quinoa milk with it. And the vegan protein powder is either brown rice or pea or hemp. And I have a spoonful of ground flaxseed in there, and the blender naturally breaks the husk so that you access the goodness. And those are essential fatty acids, which are important. And all of this is about, just maintaining a healthy biome, right? Supporting our inner environment to function optimally, which means that there's no heavy foods that are difficult for the body to break down. So when you are caught in long periods of time when your food is not being digested, that creates toxicity in the body. It also creates an acidic environment, which is conducive to disease as well. So we want to be mindful of balancing the pH within our bodies. So learning a little bit about that is a helpful thing, knowing a little bit about how the body works. So I'm trying to share information that I've been refining over many years that might help you if you are interested in adopting this, this lifestyle. Basically, it's a lifestyle. So that's it. Primarily, the point is to get the calories and nutrients from food and less from supplements. So the only supplements I have iodine drops a few times a week. The brand I use is Lugol's, which is very high quality. And also I have a B12 injection every couple of months, which goes directly into the bloodstream and is absorbed. I get the maximum benefit from it, and that's just usually all that I have. If I'm in an area where there isn't sun, then I'll supplement with vitamin D, and I think that's really important. I think going into the sun is also the best way, because all living things benefit from exposure to the sun. So spending as much time in the sun and exposing as much of your skin in the sun at a time is good. As long as you don't get to the point where you burn, there's so much benefit. And I also like to take my sunglasses off as well so that my eyes are connecting with the sunlight as well for a certain amount of time in the day. So that's the general philosophy about bringing good foods in. There's a whole other side to nutrition in terms of eliminating foods and learning about different foods that are harmful. But this is the main idea and approach. So I will put this information into a blog on my website with greater detail, so that if you wanted to look it up and just learn a little bit more about this approach and try some of the things yourself, that's where it will be. Thank you so much for listening, and good luck with your dietary choices. Thank you.